Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Shadow Hearts Covenant. Last time we went through a trial with Oka, and then we just switched back to our main party members with not paying attention to what happened in the meantime, and we just kind of fob it off. They were in prison and we have no idea what happens to them. Why? They cut a lot of really weird things out of the storyline in terms of the continuity at times with this game. It's kind of weird. Also, for whatever reason, if you go to save right now, it says you're resting at the inn, but we haven't gone to an inn yet. And right now we're going to go back to the battleship Mikasa because we can. Now that we've been cleared, for some reason we're still out on a military vessel. Or a navy ship, or whatever you want to call it. Luckily for us, though, if you missed any items, you can come back and collect them. The entire area is now unlocked, and there are no more random battles. So, yeah, if you missed anything, come and collect it now. Now. Okay, let's do it. What the fuck is that? Blanca is equipped with Warlock earrings and a mirror bracelet. I said Blanca. Carved wooden figure. Excuse me, folks. Just hold right there. Excuse me, what? It moved and it talked. Now, you'll remember, maybe, I didn't in my test run until I was going back after the fact, but this looks like very similar to the little toy enemies that we fought at Dom Remy at the very beginning of the game. I don't know why this is the case, but it is. But I have a soul. My name's Carvin. Okay. What's a wooden carving doing on a military ship? Good question. Saw how strong I was and asked you to be a bodyguard. Okay. Would you please just leave for your sake? I'll have to get tough with you. Now, for those of you who've watched a lot of anime, especially in the, I'd say, mid-2000s and before, and some after too, but you're going to get a major kick out of this.
Too bad. Duty wins out over friendship in this business. No hard feelings, I hope. But I'll have to end your life.
Brian Drummond, you never disappoint.
Enough of your old-fashioned sentimentality. Real life is a whole lot harsher than your silly drama world.
They should have had him voice the undead wolf instead, I think, just because his voice works really well for that. But yeah, if you're familiar with the Ocean Studios, which is a dubbing company up here in Canada, they did one of the original dubs before Funimation got their hands on Dragon Ball Z, and they did one of the original dubs on that way back when. And Brian Drummond voiced Vegeta in that dub, and that was the one I always grew up with.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?
It was only later on, after the fact, that I got more familiar with...
Vegeta, what did you say his power level is? It's over 9,000! 9,000?!
Christopher Sabat. I didn't just look that up. No, absolutely not. I definitely could not just remember that name. But yeah, he did that. He also voices Ryuk in Death Note, if you're familiar with that.
You've taken quite a liking to it. No reason to act surprised. I am the Shinigami Ryuk. That used to be my notebook.
But yeah, he does a really good job with that kind of gritty, grisly voice that screams of death. We're going to try and inflict physical attack down on this guy, and we'll see if it works. Nope. He does petrify, and he's relatively powerful. I would recommend using Soul Comet as far as damaging him. If I can hit the ring. Yeah, protection against petrify is pretty much required for this fight. But for some reason, I have difficulty doing Soul Comet. It's around that same spot on the ring that, what's his name? The big dude from Oka's quest there. Yeah, it's around the same spot on the ring. For some reason, I can't hit around there on the ring. It just doesn't work. My brain does not function. But yeah, I have the Warlock earrings on, which gives me 20% more damage. This guy is Earth-based, he has 700 HP. He falls down relatively quickly, but he's just going to attack you with Petrify all day, every day. So we don't need to worry too much, but... yeah, I tried to inflict physical attack down just to give me a little more headroom. But for defeating him, we get Petrify 2 and a Seal of Luck.
That's what happens when you don't face up to reality. But I'm not really good at anything else. This is the only way I know how to live.
But yeah, I'll always appreciate Brian Drummond's take on Vegeta. And when you always hear the, or at least back in the day, you used to hear those comparison videos online where they would compare lines from Christopher Sabat's Vegeta versus Brian Drummond's Vegeta. Christopher Sabat's a great voice actor, but I always found there was a lot more gravity in Drummond's performance. He just seemed to have more rage, which fit Vegeta's character back then. I give you a spoiler. It's not really a spoiler. Just know that Brian Drummond does make a little cameo in Dragon Ball Super if you haven't watched that. I think it's around the middle of the series somewhere. And I very much appreciated him showing up there after, so long since I watched the Ocean Studios dub of Dragon Ball Z. But anyway, I'm getting into my childhood here. We got another footprint. Soul Comet has powered up once again. This guy's gonna retire. Okay. Go back home and visit your mother. Wooden carvings have mothers? Did she carve you or something? I got nothing. I got absolutely nothing. Does anybody have cure? Thank you. Somebody has cure. Hate walking around with no HP. One other thing I'm going to switch up here real quick is I'm going to take that off and give you delay 2 in preparation for other things, and then I will swap your Warlock earrings off because you don't need that. We'll give you the colorful comb, and we'll give the Warlock earrings back to you. By the way, demon earrings, worn by a warrior who spent a lifetime hand in hand with death until felled by a rival. Increases physical attack damage, both given and taken, by 20%. So yeah, that's going to go on Yuri. Small Jug's going to go on Joachim. Those are pretty much my favorite 2 accessories, save for like the Mind's Eye and Spikes in the entire game. So yeah, I'm very glad to have those. And if we keep going this way, I'm not sure why they play this song now that this is no longer really a dungeon. It seems kind of weird, but yeah, so we can't go up here. Never, yeah, I know. I never hear anything from you. We're going to have to go and loop all the way back around. Well, that door's closed. But every other door is open. I would guess that the cabin wouldn't be open unless you got the key, but that's just a guess. Oh yeah, for whatever reason I always get confused. I'm not going to put the map up because I don't have the map up for myself, but I always get confused trying to come back here and figure out where it is. You have to take the bottom path like I'm doing here, because once you go down those stairs, this is the right way, right? I'm hoping. Yes, looks like it is. There we go. So now we get... Stop getting stuck on a pillar. Now we get over to this hallway that I showed you before. And, well... This game has certain mini-games that I'm not a big fan of. Captain Kaneda reminds me of Akira. You were out of line, were you? But I give you a quiz to make up for it. You want to give me a quiz and you think that's a reward. I can only imagine any, you know, like young kids going here. It's like, I'm getting quizzed in a video game? This is bullshit. Anyway. We'll give it a try. You have as many attempts at this as you want. Pro level accessory. Oops. I was trying to press the button to make the dialogue go faster so I could have more time to read it. But yeah, this guy does a quiz. These quizzes are stupid. I think there's like 3 of them in the game. What kind of weapon is Joachim's timber? Square lumber. And then they squat, which looks funny to me. The following weapons used by Lucia. They were all fans that she has. I was like, I have no idea. Basically, in order to figure out the answers to a lot of these, it's pretty much just trial and error. You're going to get a list or a bunch of the same questions get circulated and randomized each time they do them. But if you want to figure out more information in regards to those, like the information will be in here, which is kind of dumb if you ask me. Like here we got Saturn fan. This one's a Greek god. This one's a Roman god. This one's got other stuff on it. Yeah, like you could go and read them all, but you're never going to remember it all. So I would just keep doing this over and over and over again until you eventually get it right. Name of the practice sword Karen borrowed from Geppetto. I believe that was this one. That's the triangle option there, the floret. Name of the secret global organization running the lottery. I think it was the Lottery Society, the bottom one. Essential item in battle recovers HP of unconscious characters. Talisman of Mercy. The effect of the charming getup for men, the loin guard. Defense, no, it was attack. I didn't have enough time to think because the dialogue was going so slow. Can I change that? Options? Message speed. Does that work in here? Well, we'll figure it out now. You may want to turn it to instant so that it's easier to do this. We'll see if that actually works. Oh, it seems to. Guards against petrification, that would be mirror bracelet. I just had to use that. Kind of weapon is Joachim's timber. Notice that the location of the answers will change. Increases max SP, which would be Seal of the Soul. Features eggshells, anesthesia's weapon, blue serpent made out of. I believe that was a reptile? How many are there in a pack of tissues? Oh my god. 16? I don't know. Like, how would you know most of this stuff? I'm going to cut out a bunch of my attempts because this always takes me bloody forever. Do I have tissues? How many are in here? 8 tissue pack. Yep. Like, I know that they have these like cool like pieces of art in here that they want to show off, but at the same time, it's really, really dumb to make your questions like this because there's so many items that you could look at and learn stuff from. Anyway, I will cut out until I succeed at this. Seal of... What's drawn on the front? An angel. I don't know. I'm guessing. By Lucia sports a full moon emblem. Jupiter? I don't know. Most effective restoring item would be the Thera Extract. Guards against petrification, mirror, drawn in front of the seal of force, an angel. Following accessories protects against poison, shell, cures all status and ring abnormalities. That's the Daphne fruit. Effect of the charming getup for men, the loin guard, increases attack power. Which item increases SP, which would be seal of the soul. Joachim's weapon is square lumber. Coating on Geppetto's weapon, copper filament. I would hope copper, otherwise it's very poorly mislabeled. Blanca's weapon, top 100, whetstone plus. Well, it didn't take too long. I think it was like 3 more attempts after I cut there. So not too bad. That's a pass. You got to do 10 in a row. It doesn't matter how many times you fail. You just keep doing it over and over again. And for doing that, we get the forest crest there, which is nice. What do I actually need it for anything? Cure all. Now, when I first saw this, I was like, sweet, we definitely need this. Cure all HP to 1 ally. Seriously? Cure does most of my health. Cure Plus would probably do it all. Why do I have Cure All that doesn't cure more to all party members instead of curing somebody fully? I don't need that. I have many ways of doing that. I need something that heals all party members a little better. So this is basically useless, because why would you waste 10 levels on something that you don't need, especially when later on we're actually going to be able to buy Thera Extracts. It's dumb. I don't get it. But anyway, we wasted a bunch of time doing that, so that's fine. Okay, we're back. Apparently I'm full of stories today, talking about old anime. I'm waxing nostalgia. Let's go to the Yokohama streets. I do enjoy the music here. Definitely enjoy the music here. This one reminds me a lot of the first Shadow Hearts game, to be quite honest. Now that we've done the battleship Mikasa and found the last treasure hunting item, there is a new person here. Croft, back again. This guy is the treasure hunt guy from Kane's all that time and all that distance ago. Yeah, he disappeared from his other spot, apparently, even though we couldn't go back to check that. Been here in Japan, thinking up new ways to hide treasure. Oh? Well, we got another one. You just never learn. Well, more items is not going to hurt me. I won't stop hiding treasure until I beat you. Alright, let's take a peek. Roamer. Return to the fork in the entangled forest where the wind blows. It is there before you. This is actually a relatively good hint, other than the fact that that could be multiple different locations. To be honest, it's actually a location we haven't yet been to. So we will keep that in mind. By the way, Kurando is not currently in the party for whatever reason. I guess he got out early. But then Naniwa managed to break us out with a good word, I guess. He must be high up then. Thank you for helping me. That's right, Yoshiko. I didn't really go into a great deal of detail, but you'll notice how Yuri has the little ellipses there, and he seemed to be very familiar with the name before. When I was doing my test, you know what? I'm going to hold that thought for a second. We will eventually get to that. But, yeah. Let's figure out what we're going to do next. You came to Yokohama to visit a grave. You had said so a number of episodes back. Oh, he's just trying to help them along, make it less of a, drive to get him into the grave after they knock him off. Well, let us, the Foreigner's Cemetery. Steam train from the capital go there. Make things more cheerful. At a cemetery. Not two terms that usually go together, but okay, well, whatever. You'll be there. They haven't got time. Oh, why don't they have time? So yeah, I don't know if this treasure chest here would be visible closed, but when it's open, you basically, like, I think you can kind of make out, like, the top of the box, but not very well. Alright. Yeah, that giant, you know, city of Yokohama is just, like, a couple of streets. The Foreigner's Cemetery. Something's not right. Different somehow. Interesting. There's a save point here. I would recommend you use it. And I know we didn't accomplish a lot today, but as I said, I'm trying to keep things both, you know, plot lines together, as well as keep the episodes a little on the shorter side, just because it makes it easier to keep up and easier to edit and all that kind of stuff. It's no fun, you know, sitting there and having to edit for over an hour to, you know, only get, you know, 25 minutes of footage like I was with the Idar Flame. It's not a lot of fun. So anyway, that's pretty much all for this one. And I'll see you guys next time.